Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So this from Wandering Gene on Twitter, XRP coiled up like an MFer. That was yesterday, so XRP was coiling up indeed. We can see that pattern here. It did shoot up, this is it on the hourly, it did shoot up from 33.4 all the way to this resistance level of about 37 cents. You guys can see that there. 37, it hit back here on the 7th, and then just yesterday on the 9th, or rather the early mornings of the 10th, which is today, it retraced, hit that level, and came back down. The coiling up was happening here, as mentioned by Gene there on Twitter. But then what happened? We saw a decline in price. Now, we got to look at BTC to look at what's going on here, and you can see that that decline in price was also happening in Bitcoin. So XRP following the market, this coiling up was looking promising, but of course sellers were selling off at this point in time. Where are we going to see XRP go next? Well, I think we have to look at the Bitcoin story in order to figure that out. Again, this is Bitcoin on the hourly. We have hit a new all-time high of about $42,000 for Bitcoin. And we've just kind of been vacillating. We've been moving sideways in this level. So I'm going to touch on that in a sec. I wanted to bring up a few interesting points here from XRP CryptoWolf. So top 10 crypto of 2020 beat the S&P 500 by over 100%. And this is important because it demonstrates to us how lucrative Bitcoin is becoming in the world of traditional finance. And that's important because big money is going to bring us big gains. So let me scroll down here. A cryptocurrency investor tracked 10 cryptocurrencies over the course of 2020 and found that they performed over 8 times better than the US stock market. So this article, in fact, has to do with cryptocurrencies in general, so altcoins as well. The investor, who goes by Joe M4 on Reddit, claimed to have put $1,000 in the top 10 largest cryptocurrencies by market cap, so XRP would be included in that. On January 1st, 2021, that portfolio was worth $2,395, an astonishing increase of 139.47%. By comparison, the S&P 500 grew just 16%. Now, I know we do see ebbs and flows in the cryptocurrency market, so it's not to say that you can do this every year and see those gains, but overall, year over year, Bitcoin has been the best performing asset out there in the world. You know, when we see these annual gains of, 8%, 7%, 8%, 9%, that is fairly average for the stock market if we look at an average time basis. Somebody put a tweet out there, I forget who it was now, but I saw it, and it really struck a chord because they said, yeah, Bitcoin has done 8%. And I thought to myself, well, that's incorrect. Bitcoin's done better than that. And then down below in the tweet thread, they hit return a couple of times, and then it said ... per day. Within the last 10, 11 years where Bitcoin has been in existence, it has done 8% per day on average. So these are the kinds of moves we should be excited about, and these are the kinds of moves we are currently making in this bull run, and institutional money is getting on top of this as well. So I got to thank XRP CryptoWolf for posting that. I also saw this from Michael at Val5 Links. Morgan Stanley has reportedly invested $500 million in Microstrategy, which converted its entire cash balance to Bitcoin in 2020. So another one here where we should be paying attention and following the money. Morgan Stanley's approximately $500 million investment in Microstrategy Inc. may come as a surprise to many. Not veteran investor Ben Miller, however, that's because betting on the firm in its current form is also a bet on Bitcoin. Microstrategy Inc. was one of the first companies to begin transforming heaps of cash into Bitcoin. By October 2020, the business intelligence company has converted 100% of its cash balance to Bitcoin, totaling $475 million. You guys have to remember, these big guys who own these mega corporations, if they are making moves like this, they are not messing around with their money. They have done their due diligence. They are not just going to throw away hundreds of millions of dollars without being fairly certain that their investment will increase in value. So just pay attention to where the money's going, guys. And this is why, when I see Bitcoin do this, these small moves on the hourly time frame, it's like, well, could it retrace 40%, 30%, 20%? Yes, it's a possibility, but in the grand scheme of things, is this something we should be worried about? No, I have a feeling Bitcoin is still going to rally throughout 2021. This is going to bring altcoins along with it. But back to this for a second. By October 2020, the business intelligence company has converted 100% of its cash, right? The American publicly listed company has placed a levered bet on Bitcoin Bitcoin and currently holds over 2.8 billion BTC. Before 2020, the investment gurus and hedge funds would have derided such a move. However, things changed drastically in the pandemic-ridden year, and with Microstrategy leading the way, many brand name investors are following suit. So according to the January 9th SEC filing, Morgan Stanley indirectly bet on Bitcoin after acquiring 792,627 Microstrategy shares. The ticker symbol for that would be MSTR before December 31st, representing 10% of the company. And they're even spelling it out for the skeptics. Investing in a no-brainer. Despite the drop in career risk, banks and larger companies are still concerned with the asset's infamous volatility. This may change soon, though. This coming from experts. Ben Miller, a co-founder at Miller Value Partners, explained, since Bitcoin is still in its initial stages, price growth is good for decreased volatility in the future. Miller went as far to say that Bitcoin gets less risky the higher it goes. So we were hearing that from Max Kaiser actually yesterday. I did a video yesterday. I'll link it up here if you guys didn't catch that. The swings that we're going to see are going to be less and less. So in the past, we did see 40% swings. Now 10, 20% seems to be what we have been seeing as of late. And this is because more investors are pumping in money, more big investors, more big money is coming into Bitcoin. And this is going to be good for the overall crypto market. Of course, if you hold altcoins, this is also going to be good for altcoins. They will rally as well. And meanwhile, I don't know. I didn't know if I wanted to address this or not, but I'm going to address it. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. A direct attack by the Hodges Twins against the XRP community. This coming from STRAIGHTUPXRP. These guys are a comedy duo, and they have a channel, and they kind of disappeared during the bear market of 2018, 2019. They did a lot of videos on cryptocurrency in the bull run, and then they just kind of disappeared, and now they're back again with the XRP lawsuit. Now they're coming on and criticizing Ripple and XRP. They used to be fairly positive on XRP from what I remember, they're basically saying, why are you holding this coin? The SEC is suing Ripple, and these guys are doing all these negative things. I'm not going to play the clip because, quite frankly, this means nothing to me. I'm in the same boat with Moon Lambo here, who says, I like them, but I certainly don't feel the same way. Ripple selling an asset they own with full transparency for nearly a decade does not mean XRP is a security. Since they believe otherwise, I'd be curious to know why every other altcoin is not a security. So that's kind of where I stand as well. I mean, they're mildly humorous, I suppose. They look the same. I guess they got that going for them as well. Anyway, if you guys want to watch the video, I'll leave this tweet thread in the description. I want to keep moving because there is still a lot of positive news for Ripple and XRP. This from Michael at Val5 Links. The number of new XRP account activations has hit a one-year high of 9,100 per day. So that is a one-year all-time high. This according to data from the team at XRP Scan, who also pointed out that this feat was achieved despite several crypto exchanges suspending XRP trading this month. So that is very interesting to note. Despite the fact that XRP trading was halted on certain exchanges in the United States, the number still grew to an all-time high. The team shared their observation of the XRP ledger via the following statement, an accompanying chart demonstrating the one-year high in XRP account activations. New XRP account activations touched a one-year high of 9,100 per day on January 7th as US-based exchanges suspend XRP trading and users presumably take custody of their funds in personal wallets. XRP account activation all-time high of 14,531 a day was observed during the bull run of early 2018. That is when XRP reached its all-time high, but those were favorable market conditions, as they mentioned, of course. So we still are seeing a record high, and that could have to do with exchanges halting XRP. Of course, cold storage, always an option. I personally use the ledger NANO S. I don't even have an X. I have an S. You can get an S or an X. I do have an affiliate link in the description, guys, if you want to keep your XRP somewhere safe. Basically, the saying goes as such, not your keys, not your crypto. So again, I do have an affiliate link in the description. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. But there you have it, a new all-time high for new XRP activation addresses. I also saw this, guys, from Wrath of Kahneman, a recording for later. So Ripple Investor's Standard Charter is now live on the Cobalt FX platform, a DLT-based 24/7 post-trade solution for FX and digital assets designed as a middle office platform. So let me read you guys a little bit of this. And no, this is not the same Cobalt that I'm sure some of you guys are thinking about. The foreign exchange FX and digital asset infrastructure provider Cobalt are today announcing that Standard Charter has recently gone live on the platform for their prime brokerage and executing broking business. Back in February 2020, Standard Chartered announced that they had signed as a client of Cobalt, and this was followed by their investment in July of 2020. The announcement demonstrates that they have taken the next steps in a partnership and are now live on the platform for both their PB and EB businesses. Over the past few years, the foreign exchange FX post-trade infrastructure provider Cobalt has designed and built a secure 24/7 middle office platform, which it is delivering to some of the FX and crypto market's largest participants, with Standard Chartered and latest to go live. So Standard Chartered, a big client of them, and if you guys don't know, they are a Ripple partner. This is not new news, but I know some of you guys are new to the channel. Standard Chartered to extend use of RippleNet to more countries. This was from back in May 2018. Standard Chartered is to extend its use of the Ripple network for cross-border payments to 5 more pairs of countries over the coming years. So they have been a Ripple partner for a while now. Now they're going live on Cobalt, and I know some of you guys think, oh, the Cobalt thing is integrated with the XRPL, and no, it's not the same Cobalt. Wrath of Kahneman down here. They partnered with Zodia, an institutional crypto custody provider, last month. Zodia handles XRP offerings registered FCA UK, which we know the FCA in the UK has deemed XRP a currency. The composite here is of a Ripple investing bank building infrastructure for crypto and hopefully therefore XRP. So some more info there. The digital director here says Ripple Cobalt will reduce the time. So basically he's giving a quote here, reduce the time to 1 second or less. This has to do with the Cobalt that was eventually scrapped. Wrath of Kahneman explaining down here, different Cobalt. The Cobalt your quote mentions was a protocol update in 2018 approximately that Ripple never implemented because they found other easier to implement speed improvements instead. The Cobalt in the original tweet is a bank platform / desk for various assets. And so just a coincidence that it is also named Cobalt. Nevertheless, XRP client Standard Chartered is integrating with this, and so that could mean some big things for XRP. And I don't know if you guys saw this from XRPCRYPTOWOLF. It has to do with Golance, and they are RippleNet enabled. They did an entire video on this, and for those of you guys who want to watch this, I will link this this webpage in the description. I'm not going to play the full thing. I'm going to play you guys a little bit though. Listen to this.
Our company is entirely comprised of freelancers. So we're a freelance company for freelancers by freelancers. We build technology and tools to help our clients recruit, hire, manage, and most importantly, pay freelancers globally. When we work with RippleNet, we hyper-focus on underserviced corridors that have the greatest problem. So we can go to parts of the world where there's the greatest opportunity for growth that are having the most difficult payment challenges. The guy in the Philippines who makes $50 a week, they've completed their timesheet, they're getting a payout over a long weekend. Someone who's making $50 on the other side of the planet cannot wait 3 days to get paid.
You know what? I'm going to leave it there. He goes on in this example to talk about what or how RippleNet has enabled people across the world to get paid more quickly and more efficiently. Of course, this has been Ripple's mandate from the beginning, that laser-focused cross-border transaction, getting it to be frictionless in many different countries around the world. So just this to say that, you know, Golance gone live with RippleNet, and this is going to be huge for freelancers around the world. Again, guys, if you want to watch the full thing, I will link this in the description of this video. I wanted to talk more about price right now, and you know, as BTC has been hovering in this range, we're wondering, right, is it going to go lower? Is it going to go higher? Is it going to break through? Right, we're seeing some resistance form over here, and the top is at about 42,000 up here. So where are we going to see Bitcoin go? Where is that going to bring XRP? All very interesting questions, and so I want to take a look at the XRP chart. I'm going to bring it to you guys here. I'm going to clear some of that up. So we did see that coiling up. We did see this big spike up all the way up into this resistance level, and then Bitcoin fell, XRP fell, and now XRP, as you guys can see, is following the same pattern as Bitcoin. So let me just put this on the daily, and I'm going to bring it back out, take it off auto, bring it back out, and we saw this decline, right? Okay, after the SEC news, we saw this decline, and so I thought to myself, where are we going to go next? Is this matching up with a fib? So I want to throw a Fibonacci on here just to kind of give you guys a sense of where we are in terms of the bigger picture. So here is the bigger picture, bringing it to the top of that top that we saw, that intra-year high of about 79 cents, 79 89.80 cents, give or take. I believe it even hit 90 cents on Coinbase. Then we came back down. We reached that crucial level of support at 17 cents. And now look at XRP rebounding back up here. Let me put it back on the hourly to show you guys where we are. I'm going to take it off auto. I'm going to put it back on auto actually and show you guys that after we dip back down here, now we've been vacillating in this range here, okay? This level here, the 0.236. We've been vacillating in this range, and as you guys can see, we need to make up a lot of these levels to get back up on top. So is it possible that we could do it on Bitcoin's next leg up? I have a feeling it is. Of course, it all depends how far and how fast Bitcoin makes its way up on this next rally. And, it's looking positive because we're hearing the news. We're hearing that, the corrections in Bitcoin are going to be far less. We're hearing about companies like Morgan Stanley, putting big bets on MicroStrategy, who basically liquidated everything into Bitcoin in 2020. And so where could this Bitcoin move go? Well, of course, we don't know exactly, but we have seen Bitcoin make huge swings to the upside in the past. We have seen Bitcoin, move 35% after basing, right? This was back in late December, and that isn't the only time we saw it really rally. From this low up here all the way to this high, it did move another 50%. So going all the way from 27.7 all the way up to almost 40,000. So we have seen big swings for Bitcoin. That is not unheard of. Where is XRP going to go in conjunction with this? Well, we know XRP moves last and fast, and let's not forget, guys, the last rally, okay, right before the SEC lawsuit, XRP was getting its wheels on. It was ready to pump. It was coiling up in and around here, and then sure enough, once it hit about here, which is coincidentally enough the 0.236 level, it shot up like a rocket. And how many days did that take? Let's put a date range here. From over here all the way to over here. Now this is the hourly chart, so it's about 92 bars, and that represents approximately 3 days and 20 hours, so almost 4 days for XRP to come out of this level of support, the 0.236, and shoot all the way up here, making a new high of 79 cents. And it's looking like we're doing the same kind of thing, right? We came down out of that range, basing in and around here, so we're kind of starting at that same starting point here. It is really going to depend on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin does see a major move to the upside, we could see XRP surge yet again. Of course, it does need to break a few resistance levels before it matches that high of 79 cents. I definitely think it's possible, though. XRP does move last and fast, and I have a feeling that a lot of the SEC news has blown over, and so people are finding more confidence in XRP. I personally converted some altcoin profits, bought another stash of XRP at about 31 cents, so I'm all ready, packed my bags, ready to blast off to the upside. And if you don't want to take it from me, take it from I Am Legion. What are you going to tell your friends and family in a couple of years? I bought BTC when it was 2 times its previous all-time high, or I bought the most hated coin on the planet, the one that was being sued by the SEC and was laying bleeding in the streets. Well, YouTube celebs called it. Once XRP breaks these regions, it's going to melt a lot of faces, as the kids say, breaking barriers, and I think it could be one of the best comeback stories in crypto. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.